Here we go. All right, there we go. Good evening, everyone. It's good to see you all. I apologize about my picture just being up. You ain't missing nothing anyway. Happy Sabbath to all. Man, this week went flying by. It looked like we just had Sabbath just just a day or so ago. And here we are back at it again, which I'm not complaining. Man, I tell you, I don't know about you guys, but I need Sabbath. So it is a great Friday, and I hope all had a good week. And it's good to see everyone here. I'm going to turn Kids Corner over to our Kids Corner coordinator, which is Sister Charity White, and let her take it from here. Hey, Charity, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing wonderful, wonderful. It's Friday. I am good to go, man. I'm away from the job. I'm good to go, man. How about you?
I'm doing awesome, thank you. How's everybody else doing? How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
That's fantastic. That's good. That's awesome. Can somebody volunteer and tell me what is something that happened to you this week that was amazing? Any volunteers?
Well, I got one.
Okay.
Now, go ahead. That's what I was about. I was wondering when he was going to put his hand up. Go ahead, Mr.
Caleb?
Today's my birthday.
Ooh.
Happy birthday, Caleb.
Happy birthday, Caleb.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Do you have any plans for your birthday?
No, we just hang out today.
Okay, well, that's awesome. All right, can we hear from one more person? Can one other person tell me something that happened this week, something that was amazing?
I got to talk to my cousin for his birthday today.
Oh, that's awesome, Hailey. Noelle, did you want to say something?
It was my cousin's birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday to your cousin. All right, guys. Thank you so much for jumping right in and telling me a little bit about what you guys did this week or something amazing that happened. Now I'm going to introduce you guys to some amazing people. These are my friends, Tim and Nina. They're my absolute best friends since our college days, and we are tight. We're more like family than best friends. So, yeah, and actually we're planning a trip this week, and I get to see them, so I'm pretty excited. But just to tell you a little bit about them, Nina, wave at everybody. So Nina, she's amazing. She's an amazing artist. So she does drawing, painting, you name it, this girl does it. She also has some pretty cool blogs out there, vegan blogs, if you guys ever want to check that out. And this is my friend Tim. He's also amazing. He's an amazing storyteller, and he's a physical therapist. So that's just a little bit about them. But without further ado, we're going to have prayer, and then they're going to jump into something cool with you guys, okay? So fold your hands, bow your head with me. Dear Father in heaven, thank you so much for an amazing week. And for anything that happened to us this week that maybe wasn't amazing, please be with that and help us to see something good in it, and just help us through it if it's really bad, Father. Thank you so much for listening to us and hearing our prayers. In your precious name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Boy, what an introduction.
I know.
Thank you, Charity.
I feel so special.
I know, right? So everybody on this call, how well do you think you know the Bible? I'm going into this.
Okay.
You gotta hear here. Okay. So, God doesn't actually as much as your teachers require intelligence, God doesn't actually say you need to be smart to get to heaven. But he does say, and he does suggest highly, I mean, that you should be, passing your grades in school, but he also suggests highly that you should know his Bible, which is what I'm sure you guys are reading at home or maybe in school or with your parents or listening to on an audio app. So I'm going to quiz your guys' knowledge on questions of the Bible. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So you guys can just holler and we'll see how that works out. Okay. Number 1. What did Judas do after well, boy, this is a sad one to begin with, huh? Okay, what did Judas do after he betrayed Jesus?
He hung himself.
Yep, he killed himself. It says Judas tried to return the money he had been paid for betraying Jesus, but the chief priest wouldn't take it. So he threw it on the temple floor and went and he hung himself. So that's a very sad one to start with, and I'm sorry about that. We're going to just go to another one. Sorry. Okay. Where was Jesus born? This should be easy.
Bethlehem.
Good job.
Wait. I heard 2 answers there.
I think they were both.
No, they weren't.
Bethlehem.
Okay. There we go. Bethlehem.
All right. Oh, this one's going to be hard, guys. Who had a donkey that talked and saw the angel of the Lord? I can give multiple choice. Was it Balaam, my bad. Balaam, Naaman? Oh my God, I can't say. Guys, this is why you need to really ace reading, okay? Balaam, Naaman, or Jalem?
Naaman.
Balaam. Okay, so we have 2 different answers here. So we have Balaam and Naaman. 2 people said that. So these both come from 2 different stories. So I'm going to tell you the answer. I'm going to tell you the 2 stories where both of these guys came from, and then I'll tell you the answer afterwards. Because what's the point of just knowing the right answer? Let's try to learn a little bit here while we're doing this. So the story in question, the story that we're questioning about, is who had a donkey that talked when saw the angel of the Lord. In this situation, a prophet was called by an outside city to come and curse the children of Israel. So on his way to go meet those people, he was going along the path, and his donkey automatically just stopped right in the middle of the road. No matter how much he beat the donkey just wouldn't move. And eventually the donkey kicked him off and started to speak to him and said, "Why do you keep hitting me? If there's an angel right here. If I were to keep going, you were to die." This man's eyes were open and he saw that angel that was in front of him. The other story is about a man who had leprosy. He was a leper. Does anybody here know what leprosy is? Okay, what's leprosy? That's Caleb, right?
It's like the skin disease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a skin disease. And let me ask you this. Do you think that you look super pretty when you have leprosy?
No.
Yeah, no. You don't look super pretty. It probably hurts a whole lot. You probably don't smell that great either because your skin is kind of rotting and decaying off. The closest that I could relate it to is almost kind of like being a zombie, where parts of your body starts to kind of fall off and gets eaten away and stuff. And people would treat you very, very badly. They would say unclean and run away from you and all these sorts of things. So one of the generals of, I think it was Syria, ended up getting leprosy. And so he needed to go and talk to one of the Israelite prophets to get better. He talked to the Israelite prophet. The prophet's servant told him to go wash in the River Jordan. He washed 7 times and got all better. So the question is, which of these 2 people is the answer? Who is who? And it is Balaam. Balaam is the one that saw the angel, and Naaman is the one that had the leprosy. So here's another question for you guys. Who put baby Moses in the Nile River? Was it A, his sister, B, his brother, or C, his mother?
His mother.
See his mother.
Very good. Okay, so I have a follow-up question. I heard 3 people answer that. I think it was Caleb, Micah, and Hailey. So, Hailey, I have a question for you specifically. Are you ready?
No.
Well, too bad. Okay, so Hailey, I have a question. What was Moses' sister's name?
Mm.
Do you remember what Moses' sister's name was?
No.
Oh, okay. Micah, do you remember what Moses' sister's name was?
Miriam.
Very good. Okay, Caleb, I have a follow-up question for you now, okay? Do you remember what Moses' brother's name was? No, okay. Hailey, coming back to you, do you remember what Moses' brother's name was?
Aaron?
Very good job. So it was Aaron. As far as we know, I think he only had those 2 siblings. At least the Bible doesn't mention many others, if there were any
And
others.
Ramesses.
Well, that's kind of like a half brother,
Yeah.
kind of through adoption. But I guess that kind of counts. That counts. We'll go with that. Okay.
Okay. Who was given a coat of many colors?
Joseph.
Good job. Why was that?
Because
Because he was a miracle child.
Okay, we're gonna start.
If someone's
having
already
people-
talking, like,
We're gonna start having people raise their hand. And the first hand raised emoticon thing that we see is the person who gets to answer the question. Okay?
okay.
But yes, you're correct, because he was the miracle child.
So who was Joseph's mom? Oh, go ahead.
Caleb?
No, Caleb, sorry. The person that says Noelle, I actually can't see your screen. Like your, you guys
I
want
think that was Hailey.
a
I
video?
think that was Haley.
That was
My
Haley.
camera doesn't work. It
Well, it doesn't
won't
work.
turn on when I press the button.
Haley had her hand
Oh,
up.
Haley.
So
Oh,
we're going
no,
by
but Caleb had it first. What?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just
Okay.
saying that Noelle didn't have her hand raised.
Okay. Noelle, do you know how to put your hand raised
Yes.
if your camera doesn't work? Noelle, you want to try it real quick? Just to put your hand raised so I can see that it works for you. And that's
Okay.
who's
So-
the,
Hey,
who's the
no.
tech?
Can I jump in there real quick?
Yeah.
This is Barry Brooks. Hey, Noelle, just
Yes.
ask your grandmother. Is she there? Is she, your grandmother? Is she there?
Yes.
Ask your grandmother. Can she raise your hand? Show you how to raise your hand. Did you guys get it? Okay, I tell you what. Go ahead, continue to go ahead. We'll check back with Noelle.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I don't. Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay. So who were the parents of Cain, Abel, and Seth?
Adam and Eve.
Ah, good job. I thought that was gonna trip you guys up. What?
raise your
was-
hand, Micah.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry about that. You're right. Okay, we have to raise our hand. Okay. What are we to anoint the sick?
So what are we supposed to use to anoint sick people with? Okay, Caleb?
Oil?
Good
Good
job.
job. There you go.
Now, here's a, it's not a trick question, it's just a hard question. What book of the Bible do we learn this from? I wouldn't know this off the top of my head, so you guys can take a guess. I will let you know it's in the New Testament. Go ahead, Caleb.
I don't know, maybe like Psalms?
Nope, because that's actually in the Old Testament, but good one. Anybody else want to take a guess? I think it was a practice that the disciples started to do. So it's something that's found after Jesus was around.
I see Micah's.
Yeah.
Acts.
Nope. You guys are close.
So the correct answer is it was found in James. So James tells the elders of the church to anoint anoint people's heads with oil when they get sick, to take elders with them to anoint people's heads with oil. So we're going to do 2 more questions and then we're going to move on to our story for today, okay?
All right, this one might be a hard one. Which disciple did Jesus see under a fig tree? Go ahead, Micah. Oh. Go ahead, Micah. I think he was first.
I'd say Matthew.
Nope. All right, Caleb.
Judah?
Nope. And then Hailey.
Peter.
No.
Ooh, it's okay. I'll give you.
Nathaniel.
There you go.
Good job. Who said that? Me. Hey, good job. Good
Very
job.
good.
It's that I don't think I would have remembered that off the top of my head either.
So that one was Nathaniel, one of the disciples that you don't hear that much about, but was there.
He was the architect?
Yeah, I mean that was in the Chosen Book. I don't
No,
know.
I think they have a. All right, I guess we'll have to confirm. If you guys haven't watched, and if your parent, I don't know, I think it's appropriate, like age-wise, but there's a show called The Chosen, and it's free, and it's a great thing to watch on Sabbath, but it might be a little boring for kids. But it is really good if you are interested to watch it. It's all about Jesus's ministry. All right, last one. Let me find a good one. Ooh, what did the devil tell to Jesus to turn into bread when he was hungry? Go ahead, Hailey.
Stone.
No, I was first.
Oh, you were.
Well, we'll let
All right.
Hailey go because we haven't heard that many answers from Hailey from tonight.
Okay, she said stone. That was correct. And then I'm gonna ask one more. This will be hard. What did the angel give to Jacob? Remember when they were wrestling? Go ahead, Caleb.
A dream?
Nope.
No.
Go ahead, Micah.
A new name.
Wow, good job. That was a bonus question. Jacob asked to be blessed before he would release his hold on the angel. So Jacob was given the name of Israel. Good job, guys.
Okay. So through a couple of different questions, and so I don't know exactly everybody's age here, but it seems like most of you guys are kids. So a lot of times, we go through and we learn a lot of different things about the Bible, but people think, when you're a kid, you don't know that much about the Bible, or maybe you don't know as much as some of the adults or anything like that. But it's important to remember that just because you're younger doesn't mean that you don't know a lot about the Bible, or doesn't mean that you can't learn a lot about the Bible. So, here tonight, we asked a whole bunch of different questions, and you guys got most of them right, which was amazing. It was great. So you guys are already on your ways to being Bible scholars. Right now,
you guys could participate in the Bible Bowl.
Yeah, if you guys do.
Well, that's a international?
No, I don't think so.
Well, it's among the whole world. No, not world. I mean, America.
So, what we're going to do now is I have a little bit of a story for you. So this story is found in Luke chapter 2. Luke chapter 2, verse 41. It starts. So, this story is about takes place back when Jesus was still a child. So every year, Jesus' parents went to Jerusalem for the Passover festival. When Jesus was 12 years old, they attended the festival as usual. After the celebration was over, they started home to Nazareth. But Jesus stayed behind in Jerusalem. His parents didn't miss him at first because they assumed that he was with the other travelers. But when he didn't show up that evening, they started looking for him among their relatives and friends. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I was a very nervous child when I was younger. And so there were times when, you know, me and my parents would go to the supermarket or something like that. And I would say, you know, if we're going to Walmart with my mom, that was kind of an all-day affair. So I would say, you know what, Mom, you do your shopping. I'm going to go over into the video game section or something like that. When you're ready, just come and call me, and then we'll leave.
I was the opposite child. I like to hide among the clothes rack, and then my mom would panic, and then I'd jump out and be like, boo.
So for me personally, when I got left somewhere, when I didn't see my parents around anymore, like if they left the store, if I presumed they left the store, I would start to freak out and I would get nervous and I would start looking for them. So I could only imagine how Mary and Joseph felt when they left and they noticed, wait a second, Uncle Joe, Jesus isn't with you. Oh, Aunt Sally, Jesus isn't there either. Where's Mary? Mary, you have Jesus, right? No, I don't have Jesus. You have
it'll
Jesus.
Be the blame game all over again. It
So-
was the woman's fault. It was
Exactly.
his fault.
So you could imagine how scared they were. So they rushed back to Jerusalem. When they couldn't find him, they went back to Jerusalem to search for him there. 3 days later, they finally discovered him in the temple, sitting among the religious teachers. 3 days later. So that was a long time to be lost. So they found him sitting among the religious teachers, listening to them and asking questions. All who heard him were amazed at his understanding and his answers. So let's think about this for 1 second. Jesus at this time is 12 years old. 12 years old, and he is back in the temple. And he's sitting and he's speaking with, who's he speaking with? Was anybody listening? Who's Jesus speaking
Teacher,
with? He's speaking with who? Sorry.
the religious teacher.
Yes, he was speaking with the religious teachers. And now, what did the Bible say? Did the Bible say that the religious teachers thought that he was dumb? What did it say? Yes, Micah?
Oh, you're mute.
They were amazed on how he knew the scriptures so well.
Exactly. They were amazed. So this is 20-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 60-year-olds listening to this 12-year-old, and they're amazed. How does this boy know all this? What were their parents teaching him? Does he go to Torah lessons? Like this boy was bright.
But not only was he bright because he was asking the right questions, all who heard him were amazed at his understanding and his answers. So they were asking him questions and he was given the right answers as well.
Exactly. So it wasn't just him asking good questions, but he was answering questions as well. So his parents didn't know what to think. Son, his mother said, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been frantic, searching everywhere for you. But why did you need to search? He said. Didn't you know I must be in my father's house? But they didn't understand what that meant. Then he returned to Nazareth, and with them Then he returned to Nazareth with them and was obedient to them. And his mother stored all these things in her heart. Jesus grew in wisdom and in stature and in favor with God and all people. So from this story, we see that, Jesus learned so much. He was so in tune and he was asking the right questions and giving the right answers. So sometimes, we may not necessarily know all the answers, but sometimes the questions that we ask can really be insightful and can give a good understanding of the topic. So it's been said before, there's no such thing as a dumb question. And it's true. There is no such thing as a dumb question, because sometimes the questions that you may think are dumb can really open up some insightful conversations and some good conversations. So what I'd like you guys to do is, whenever you guys are with your parents, whenever you guys are at church now, always start asking questions and trying to answer questions about the Bible. Get yourself into those kinds of conversations, because
Challenge your friends.
exactly, challenge your friends, challenge the people that are around you to answer some deep questions about the Bible, because that's really how we learn more, just like Jesus did. Okay, so with that, we'll have somebody close off with prayer. Can I have a volunteer?
Let's pick someone that hasn't spoken up yet. Don't all jump at once, guys.
I'm looking for Brittany or for Noelle. Anybody want to pray?
Okay, I see Micah doing something. I'm gonna call out on him. Oh no, I saw you. Listen, your finger was active. You were ready.
Okay, Micah, go ahead and close
How
off.
about Hailey? How about Hailey? Ask Hailey.
Oh, God.
How about it, Hailey?
Okay.
Well, if they won't pray, I'll be glad to volunteer.
Thank you, Charity.
All right, close your eyes and bow your heads. Dear Father in heaven, thank you so much for this wonderful story and program that was had here tonight. Please be with each and every person that's here today and give them strength to stand for their faith. Let them be a light to those around them, and bless them abundantly. We ask all these things in your precious name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. We're
So
glad
much
to have you guys on,
Glad to be here.
and hope to have you on again. And you guys make a great tag team.
Thank you.
Something
Yeah,
that I
you
did
do,
leave
you
out
do.
earlier, they are married. They've been married for the past, drum roll please.
Wait, you want us to say?
Yes.
Okay, 6 years.
Oh, okay. For how long was it?
6 years married and 5 years dating prior to that.
Oh, okay. Awesome. That sounds great. So you guys know each other, very, very well. So that's how you can kind of, bounce off of each other. That's awesome. Awesome. Well, that's good. Well, you guys did a wonderful job. My name is Barry Brooks, and you guys did a great job. Sister White did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. And we're going to switch over in a few minutes, and to get us started on our adult Sabbath school lesson. I would love for you guys to hang around with us. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have a great time. We have Pastor Claval Hunter tonight, and I think you're going to really enjoy his teaching. So thank you again so much. Charity, you got some winners here, man. We got to have them again next month sometime.
Absolutely.
Great. Well, we're going to put you down. Don't go too far. That's for sure. So give me about 5 minutes, Charity, and we can have some music. I'm going to shut it down on the music. I mean, I'm going to shut it down on the.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye.